Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Gold Rush Tony Beets loses a son in new season. Gold Rush is back and there was a big return with Rick Ness coming back. However, there was also a loss as Tony Beets took a personal hit to his own family-based team. Beets lost one of his sons for the new season of the hit Discovery Channel show. Here is who left on Gold Rush and what Tony is doing about it. Tony Beets' son leaves his dad's Gold Rush team. When Gold Rush started the new season, the biggest news was that Rick Ness was coming back. This meant that Fred Lewis, who many fans hated watching last season, was gone. Rick, a fan favorite, might bring back some longtime fans who felt last season was disappointing. With Parker Schibel and Tony Beets very successful, and Rick the scrappy underdog who knows what he is doing, the series looks fun again. However, Gold Rush needs the drama, and that can instantly with Tony Beets. In the first episode, Tony was preparing for his new season with his family, who works with him. However, he was taken by surprise when his son Kevin came up and let his dad know that he was taking the season off. What surprised Gold Rush fans was that Kevin did this right before the season started. The episode hinted at this, with sister Monica saying that Mike was the only sibling who loved doing this work, and Kevin wanted to find what he really wanted to do with his life. Tony then mentioned that Kevin was late to work this season and needed to get his asterisk together. However, when Kevin didn't show up, Tony called him via a video call on the computer and Kevin told him they wanted to take the year off. Beets said this will be the first summer after 23 years he didn't show up. What was worse was that they didn't call Tony. Kevin just didn't show up. Kevin first showed up as part of the Beets crew in season 5 when he was 26. This was when they worked the Paradise Hill claim. He has been working with his dad for the last 9 years. Now that Kevin is gone, Tony will have to work out how he will delegate work this season with his crew. Gold Rush fans questioned timing on Tony Beets' crew. Gold Rush fans took to Reddit to blast Kevin for his timing in leaving his dad's crew. One fan wrote that Kevin wanted to take the year off but waited until the season was ready to start before telling his dad. They wrote that they thought Tony should never let his son work for him again after that. Another fan felt it was interesting that Tony took it so mildly when Kevin told him he wasn't coming back this season. However, other fans pointed out something rather obvious. Gold Rush is reality TV. Yes, they're really looking for gold, and much of that is realistic. However, the show is also edited to add drama for entertainment purposes. They mentioned that there was likely no way that Kevin waited until that moment on camera to tell his dad the news. However, by doing this, Gold Rush presented what looked like an obstacle for Tony this season. In the rugged, unforgiving wilderness of the Yukon, the Beets family had always been a formidable force in the world of gold mining. Tony Beets, the patriarch, was a man known for his grit, determination, and relentless pursuit of gold. He had built an empire with his bare hands, transforming the frozen landscape into a lucrative treasure trove. The new season of Gold Rush promised more drama, more gold, and more challenges than ever before. But no one could have anticipated the tragedy that would strike the Beets family, a tragedy that would change everything. As the season began, the Beets crew was filled with optimism. Tony's son, Kevin, was eager to prove himself, stepping out of his father's immense shadow to carve his own path in the mining world. He had grown up in the harsh conditions of the Yukon, learning the trade from his father and absorbing every lesson like a sponge. This season was supposed to be his time to shine, to show the world that he was more than just Tony Beets' son. The crew faced the usual challenges of the mining season: equipment breakdowns, harsh weather, and the ever-present pressure to find enough gold to make the season profitable. But there was an undercurrent of tension, a sense that something was brewing just beneath the surface. Tony, always the stoic leader, seemed more on edge than usual. He had high hopes for Kevin, pushing him harder than ever to succeed. He saw a fire in his son's eyes, a determination that mirrored his own, and he wanted to fan those flames. One fateful day, disaster struck. The crew was working on a particularly difficult claim, deep in the heart of the Yukon wilderness. The ground was treacherous, the weather unforgiving. As the machinery roared and the men labored, a sudden, unexpected collapse occurred. Tons of earth and rock gave way, engulfing Kevin in a deadly landslide. The crew rushed to his aid, their hearts pounding with fear and desperation. Tony arrived at the scene, his face a mask of horror and determination. He barked orders, his voice cracking with emotion. The crew dug frantically, their hands blistered and raw, but it was no use. By the time they reached Kevin, it was too late. He was gone. The loss was a devastating blow to the Beets family and the entire crew. Kevin had been more than just a son and a colleague. He was a symbol of the future, the next generation of Beets to carry on the legacy. Tony was inconsolable, his heart shattered by the loss of his boy. He had always been a man of few words, but now he was rendered speechless by his grief. The new season of Gold Rush became a story of tragedy and resilience. The cameras captured the raw, unfiltered pain of a father who had lost his son, the heartbreak of a family torn apart by loss. But amid the sorrow, there was also a story of strength and perseverance. Tony, true to his nature, refused to give up. He knew that Kevin would have wanted him to continue, to keep fighting for their dream. The crew rallied around Tony, offering their support and solidarity. They knew that the best way to honor Kevin's memory was to keep pushing forward, to continue the work he had loved so much. Tony, with a heavy heart, threw himself into the mining operation, driven by a desire to make his son proud. As the season progressed, the Beets family faced one challenge after another: equipment failures, harsh weather, and the relentless pursuit of gold took their toll. But through it all, there was a sense of purpose, a determination to persevere. Tony's leadership was unwavering, his resolve unbreakable. He was a man on a mission, fueled by grief and love. The community in the Yukon rallied around the Beets family, offering their condolences and support. Fellow miners, friends, and even rivals came together in a show of solidarity. The loss of Kevin had touched everyone, a stark reminder of the dangers and sacrifices inherent in the world of gold mining. As the season drew to a close, the Beets crew had managed to extract a significant amount of gold, a testament to their hard work and determination. But the true treasure was the strength and unity they had found in the face of tragedy. Tony, standing on the claim with the gold in his hands, looked out over the rugged landscape and felt a bittersweet sense of accomplishment. He had lost his son, but he had also found a deeper connection to his family, his crew, and his dream. The new season of Gold Rush was unlike any other. It was a story of loss and love, of pain and perseverance. Tony Beets had lost a son, but he had also gained a new sense of purpose. He knew that Kevin's spirit would always be with him, guiding him through the challenges ahead. And as the sun set over the Yukon, Tony vowed to continue the fight, to keep the dream alive for himself, for his family, and for Kevin.